Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the private homecoming server cluster, the Everlasting server. Our character is currently level 18. She has 93,000 experience and 971,000 influence, so we're going to have plenty of influence to buy all the single origin or do it, all the inventing origins we want for our enhancements at level 22. But meanwhile, I've taken us into Fault Line, and if you remember right, I was looking to do more missions and more story arcs. We're probably going to still have some stuff to do in Skyway City because we've got these three guys. And I don't think we need Guy Denson anymore or Jake Montoya because we've done their story arcs. We've actually done quite a few story arcs here. We have souvenirs for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 story arcs because we got 2 souvenirs from the first one. We've done the Bonefire arc, right? We've done the Midnight Squad, Lost and Found. We've done the Clockwork Piece, right? The Clockwork Captive, and we've done the Mind of a King, and we've also done the Water Department ID badge. So we've done quite a lot. I've now come into Fault Line because there is, I think, a line of quests that just happens in Fault Line. And I believe they're started with Jim Tembler, who is a contact that was given to us by one of our others. There's also this little plaque here, so if you're next to Jim, you can see this plaque. This plaque placed at the base of local artist Constance Brewer's sculpture serves as a memoriam to all the lives lost during the recent flood and the blast at the hands of Fault Line. So remember, Fault Line was the name of the villain who caused the earthquake that shattered this zone, and they're starting to rebuild it, and at least story-wise. Obviously, they've been starting to rebuild it for I don't know how many years. I think the original plan of the devs, as I said um, in an earlier video, I think their original plan was to continue fixing it up, but then that just never happened. So here's Jim Templar, and he has some available missions. And he says, "Who are you supposed to be? Some kind of hero? Did one of those do-gooders send you? Well, I don't need your help. I got it all covered. Me and wait. Please stop, Silver Phoenix. Don't go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really do need help. It's just that, I mean, look, I had a friend of mine who was trying to help me, but I think she's in trouble, real trouble." Um, and we ask about available missions, and we got a story arc, Rumblings of the Past. So this is probably going to be a story arc. Oh, good, Fusionette's in it. I love her. This is going to be a story arc that's going to talk to us, teach us about the history of Fault Line, i.e., Overbrook. So he says, "You see a friend of mine. She's got powers kind of like you. She calls herself Fusionette. So Fusionette's a blaster. She's really cool. I like her. Now that she went and became a hero, but we've been friends since we were kids living here before. Well, I came back to Overbrook to find something, a memento of my dad. He died when it all happened. So he died when um, Fault Line wrecked this area. I didn't find it, but I did find out that the Lost probably took it. And the thing that I was looking for when they were scavenging for valuable stuff, Fusionette, said she'd check for it, but she hasn't been back. So we're going to help her, and we now are on a story arc for this guy, which is awesome. You know how I love story arcs. So we're going to find Fusionette. Fusionette's going to be super fun. She'll be in several of these missions with us, I believe. And so she's 491 yards that way. And so now we have experience turned off. And when we get there, I do want to show something because somebody was asking about it. I made an offhanded comment in my supergroup Discord for the United, and it was actually an experienced player that had asked this. So when the game started, the interface was always this color. It was blue. When City of Villains came out a year and a half later, they made the interface for the villains red. And that was the only two choices. So people started playing a hero, playing blue side, and playing a villain would be playing red side. And so somebody asked about why are they called red side, blue side. I said, well, that's why, right? But that was before you could change the color of your UI. And several people in the Discord, including people who I believe are fairly experienced at this game, said you can change the color of the UI, and you can. Now, the reason they don't know it, even though they're experienced, is because the color change for the UI came out, I don't know, in something like 2007, And I was there when it was patched in, and so the developers made a post saying, here's how you can do it. And everybody went in and colored their UI, right? And but then like a couple of years later, if you aren't reading those patch notes, and why would you read the patch notes from 2 years ago if you start a game now? You don't know that, you don't notice that it's there. So it's pretty easy to find. You go into options, go to Windows, right? And at the top, they have the scale of the windows, but they also have the red, green, blue color of the windows. You can also change the window opacity, so you can make it more transparent or less transparent, right? I like the defaults on this game. The guy who designed the UI, and I can't remember his name, is a really good UI designer, and so I really like the way he did it. But you can change the color. So you can make it green, you can make it red or yellow or whatever you want. Now I'm canceling the changes because I like, as I said, the colors. But I just, since I haven't shown that, it's something I kind of knew and wasn't even thinking about. But since even experienced players seem to be confused about that and where to find it, I just wanted to show that. So now we're going to go and head into the mission. Nobody seems to be talking really on these other channels, so that's fine. So we're going to head into the mission, and we got to find FusionNet. And so now we're going to find her, and then she'll probably help us. So I don't know, but it's possible they may have rescaled the spawns in here after you find FusionNet to be more than 3 White Con minions to a single hero, because you're going to have 2 heroes. Right? So we'll have to see how they what they did. Okay, so this is obviously kind of a normal. Whoops. This is obviously kind of a normal spawn, and you see, I've said before that they have mez, and they do. And I forgot to use Focus Chi. I'll be able to take this guy out really easily. And now the headman is ours. Yeah, it's going to take me a while to get used to having Focus Chi again. So we got another recipe. This one is Cleaving Blow. It's a level 17. So one of the things is with the recipes, as you'll see, instead of having a single thing that they enhance, they'll enhance 2 or 3 things, like damage recharge, endurance recharge, damage endurance. And so the idea is if you use all of them, it's, especially in ones where there are 6 slots, it's equivalent. They'll have enough damage bonus that it'll be plus 100% damage, enough accuracy that it'll be plus 33% accuracy, and so forth, which would be equivalent to slotting in a 6 slot power, 1 accuracy, 3 damage, 1 endurance, and 1 recharge. Okay, which is for SOs would give you 33% of everything and then plus 100% damage. Alright, so we're going to go through and we're going to continue our best practices if we can to stun this guy, and then while he's stunned, take out the White Con. Right? And then just as we're done taking out the White Con, we missed, but just as we're done taking out the White Con, we missed again. Just as we're done taking out the White Con, he comes back, we stun him again. See if we can. Did we? No. You could tell if he was stunned, he would be wandering around. But that's alright. Notice how we take a lot less damage when we're managing to stun the lieutenant right off the bat. Right, and that's so that while he's stunned, we're just not taking any incoming damage. So the idea is stun him, take out the White Con, then go back to him, stun him again, or knock him back. And one way or the other, you try to arrange it so that he can't hit you. It reduces the incoming fire. So now we're going to use Focus Chi here to make sure we hit, stun this guy, which we did, and then the Focus Chi damage will help us take this guy out, and now he's just coming off stun. See how he's wandering around? And now we're going to try to stun him again. And we did. So now he hasn't gotten off a single shot at me. And he's gone. And that's how you can essentially use the soft control to mitigate damage and make it so that they can't do the kind of damage to you that they were doing when you were, you know, level 10 or something. Of course, we're still stuck missing a lot sometimes, but, you know, so now if I can do knockback, no, so let's try to stun him, and we got him again, right? So notice how high my hit point bar is now, right? We're just not taking damage because we can stun these guys. And as you know, I love to be up. Alright, so we're going to need to get our endurance back. We're going to try this brawler. Come in here and try to stun. Too bad Focus Chi wasn't up, but that's alright. Alright, let's hit this guy. 1, 2. And then another. And now we've got him. Oh, come on. Alright, now back to the boss, or the lieutenant. Stun. Didn't work, so we tried to knock him back. That didn't work either. Why am I missing so much? I'm not going to waste Focus Chi on him because he's almost gone. Yeah, so Focus Chi is definitely something we want to multi-slot. You know, at least a couple of recharge enhancers. We definitely don't need that. Alright, so we got to find Fusionet. And I don't know where she is. There's our headman. Okay. Gets one shot at me and that's it. Then he's stunned. You see him wandering around. And we got that guy taken care of. So then we're going to start hitting this guy. Crane kick to try to KB him. Missed. Try a stun. Got him. Again, see? We didn't get hit a single time. Right, and this is where martial arts and super reflex combine really well with this. When you do that stun, you do the knockback to keep them controlled so that they can't really shoot at you. The once or twice they get to shoot, they're probably going to miss because they have a low chance to hit. Right, so if we look up here, right, I hit him, I had 82% chance to hit him. I missed him with an 82% chance. He only has a 36% chance to hit me. So he's only going to get one shot at me, and he's only got a 36% chance to hit. Odds are, he's not going to hit me for the whole battle. And that means that my hit points are going to stay up nice and high. Alright, now this is probably going to require a pull, because we're in a larger area. And you can see that this is still a warehouse, but they've changed this room, right, to make it a little bit different. This is a newer room. Okay, let's pull him around the corner. Again, using our best practices of the corner pull so he can't shoot us. He hit that one time because he shot me before I got around the corner. But now, we've got him. Stun him. He is stunned. We'll get rid of this guy. And then we're back to him. We'll do another stun. Didn't work this time. Try knockback. That worked. You see, he's not getting me. He got one shot at me. That was it. Right? And that's how you use the control to ensure that you don't get beaten up on. Let's try to take this guy out. He's by himself. He's probably tied to this guy. That guy wasn't noticing. Oh no, this guy's tied to him, so I don't know. Now you can also do it this way where you're just, you know, I mean, you don't have to do it what I call the best practices method. Obviously, as you can see, there's a lot of flexibility with the scrapper, but notice I'm taking a lot more incoming damage now, and I'm going to go out of sight to force him to come to me. So he's going to run away. Good job. Alright, let's just wait for him. He's going to come back. And the reason I'm not following is because there are two guys over here. Again, we could probably handle it. We have Lux and stuff, but I'd rather not have to fight two spawns at once. And again, the idea is to try to use some tactics. Oh, we missed him even with a Focus Chi. That sucks. To, you know, kind of try and mitigate the incoming damage. Not only with your actual defense, that's great, but also tactically by clicking on the right powers in the right order, by avoiding having them be able to hit you. I thought that was going to take him out. You're avoiding damage that way. With the knockback, you're avoiding damage that way. It's not all guaranteed to work every time, but when it does, you're golden. And as you can see, air endurance is still suffering a little bit the way it's always been for these puberty levels, but our hit points are doing great. Still no sign of Fusionet yet, but that's okay. Alright, so this headman is going to come in with those two guys. So we're going to start by stunning him. And then we're going to switch to these guys. Yep, he's stunned. I'm going to switch back to him, stun him again. And then go back to this guy. Didn't stun this time. Well, you can't win them all. If it had worked, he would have been unable to get anything off. I'm not going to bother with the stun thing now because we've got him. And I want to save him for the next fight. There we go. And I'll take an endurance. And there's another lieutenant. Yeah, the Lost like to come in mobs, like in spawns full of lieutenants. Okay, that did not stun him, so we may as well finish him off. And that went so fast because we had Focus Chi running. We're doing extra damage. Okay, so now there are these two rooms up here that we're going to need to explore and see if Fusionette's up here. Notice we're not gaining any experience. I have that turned off. That's because I don't want to outlevel things. Stunned him. How can I tell? Because I saw the little circles around his head. You can stun him again. Yep. See, Headman, Swordman. Where are my hit points? Up here. If he'd gotten a couple swings at me, they'd be down here. So that is awesome, and that is why you want to use that control. And we have mutation magic from these guys, so they're dropping mutation magic, which means, and probably mutation is their thing. That means we can't use any of the inspirations we're going to be getting from these guys. There's Fusionette. So we must have defeated everybody but the last couple. Oh, and we've got a boss. Alright. So it's unfortunate that Practice Brawler isn't ready to go. I'm going to try to do it without. And we'll see if we can get him. Yeah, that's going to hurt if he gets me. Yep. Nope, he didn't get me. Yeah, this is not good. Let's see if I can stun him. Probably not. Knockback? Yeah, there we go. That's what we're talking about. One more hit. He is stunned. Got him. Alright. Fusionette, why aren't you helping me? She's a cool character, though. I like her. Hey, Fusionette. Jimmy sent you, didn't he? I kind of get in over my head. Yes, you do. Come on, honey. Please tell me you're not going to just walk that slowly all the way out. Okay, good. I thought she could fly. Yeah, she can fly. Okay, good. Oh, there's a bad guy. You going to help me with him, Fusionette? Where's the bad guy? Well, let's lead her out, and I can come back and get him if it's necessary. I just don't want her to get beat up, knocked out, defeated, whatever you want to call it. You coming? Alright. I always check and make sure the NPCs are coming. I think she's going to be in more of these stories as well, so eventually we will get to see her fight. But for now, let's just lead her out so she's safe. And we can tackle whatever bad guy is back there if we want. You didn't tell Jimmy what I found out, so we got a clue. And the clue says, I just missed it. Fusionette was so determined to tell Jimmy Tembler what she'd learned, she couldn't help but tell you too. Jimmy's been looking for something ever since Overbrook was destroyed. It's a recording of the last battle, when Faultline destroyed everything. Oh, he doesn't want it for anything morbid. No, Jimmy, you see, his dad was there when it all went down, and Jimmy wants to know what happened. We learned that the Lost had scavenged the area, and the area it happened in, so I went to see if they had the tape. They did, but I just missed it. One of their big shots is interested in seeing it, so in seeing it too. Some guy called Curse. Don't know why he's interested, but I think he has the tape now. So this is in the day of videotapes rather than DVDs. Now DVDs had come out by the time this storyline was written, but people were still using videotapes back in like '07 or whatever. Although they had become much rarer. Alright, so we're going to go back to Jimmy Temblor. And we'll put on Super Jump and head over. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a little bit more of the hang of the way I used to do Super Jump. I'm still not perfect at it, but I'm getting a little better. So there's a clue. I got a call from FusionNet. She told me that she's fine thanks to you, so I owe you for that. She also told me that the Lost did have the tape, but now it's in the hands of some leader called Curse. Then she told me that she's going to go get it by herself. Yeah, impulsive. She's in no shape to fight again. It's too soon. All I wanted was her to find out what happened to my dad. I didn't want her to get hurt doing it. Thanks for helping me. It's now available missions. We're going to have to go help her. FusionNet's gone after the tape of the battle with Fault Line on her own, and she's going to get herself killed. Look, you've already helped me once, Silver Phoenix. So go help her. Yeah, FusionNet gets herself into a lot of trouble. And if I remember right, she got herself into a lot of trouble in the Hollows, too. I feel like she was an NPC that you met in the Hollows as well. Okay, Fuge, we're gonna go help you. I like fighting Lost, so this is cool. Alright, we're gonna go on inside. And I guess we can turn experience on. I'm a little concerned. It feels like there was a battle here you just missed, but the sounds of power blasts in the distance. Battle's not over yet, so yeah, she's in the middle of something again. Let's go ahead and turn on XP for now, and we'll see how it goes. If we get another whole level, I'm turning it off again, but let's just see how it goes. So now, they did say they were going to turn off the XP bonus. So let's see what happens. If the influence and the XP are equal for defeating a mob, that's an indicator that the bonus has been, the 50% bonus has been turned off. So let's see what happens when we defeat these guys. He's stunned. You can see the circles around his head. Nope, 84.59. So it's still on the bonus. They haven't turned it off yet. They are going to change it, what they want to do, because I guess some people like me have been complaining, look, I don't want it on the bonus. I don't want the extra XP. I want to level like at the normal rate. And other people are saying, I want to double XP, triple XP. I want to level faster. So what they're going to do is put on the pay to win vendor XP rate special powers that you can just put in your tray and click on, and they'll be for like 0 bonus, 25% bonus, 50% bonus, 100% bonus, 200% bonus, something like that. And so eventually we'll be able to control it directly, and I'll just tell it, look, 0% bonus. So we need to help Sans, help FusionNet, and defeat Curse. I don't know who Sans is. Okay, let's go ahead and stun this guy. And then we are going to... Yep, he's stunned again. Pretty reliable. It works quite a bit of the time. And it gives me all that time and without being shot at, and now another 3 or 4 hits before he wakes up. Now he's knocked back, and now he's finished. So he shot me 1 time. See? And that's why I love it. Go to sell enhancements. That's why I love this stun power, the Cobra Strike. And it's one of the things that really works well as a scrapper, is that you can get to the point where you're just taking almost no incoming damage just because of your ability to just both potentially soft control the mobs, but also just kick their butts. Look at that, 3 hits and he's out. And he never got a swing at me. And this guy, again, done. And that's all thanks to Focus Chi. Right now, in terms of salvage, I have put some of my salvage um, in the vault, about 18 of it. We were at like 138, 140. We're back down to 120 in our inventory, but sooner or later I'm going to have to sell some of it because there's just not enough room in my inventory. Alright, so now do some practice brawler. Go ahead and start the stun cycle on this guy. That did not work. Oh, it did work. Good. Excellent. Yeah, this is one where you really do want to do it because he is an orange. See if I can get him again. Got him again. And we got that guy, and now we've got tons of time to fight this one. There he goes. Take some endurance. Yeah, so you take a lot less damage by doing those stuns, which is quite useful. So you've seen it now. I'm not going to keep harping on it, but that's kind of going to be my tactic, is just to go in, especially with oranges and yellows, especially until level 22 when we get our single origin enhancements, is going to be to go in and stun the big guy, the lieutenant. Now this guy we can't stun, the Aberrant Rector, but we've got some extra luck, so we'll go ahead and pop that. Oh, and I forgot to turn on combat jump. How many people were screaming at me about that? Oh darn, I knocked him over there. He's got her slept. Where's Aberrant? There he is. Good. Come over there. I'm gonna kick you. I knocked him down again. That's unfortunate. Gotta wait for him to come back up, because if I go down there I'm gonna aggro more guys. Make sure we don't lose our endurance. Stun that guy. Yeah, if the Aberrant Rector stun hits me, it's gonna hit because I've already used Practice Brawler to finish this guy off. Alright, now let's see if we can nail him. Hit with this. I thought maybe the combo might stun him, but it didn't. Oh, miss. Got it. Oh, he slept me, but just too late. He got me just as I hit him. And that's because Practice Brawler has a ways till it recycles, and so we can't use it. So FusionNet should be okay now. Clue found. I'm so embarrassed when you find FusionNet. She has something interesting to say. I can't believe I got captured again. I'm so embarrassed. I just know Miss Liberty is going to give me that look next time I go for training. Jeez. And I know Jimmy's going to be all year too impulsive. Still, I was kind of hoping he might come himself. I guess he's just too worried to really use his powers. So he has powers. Interesting. Not that I blame him. Anyways, I know that curse guy is here. So that means the tape is here. Let's go get that thing. So now FusionNet's going to work with us and hopefully not screw things up for us. She should be a help and not a hindrance, I hope. You coming with me, Fuge? So there's a headman. See how she does. Yep. So now we gotta watch out and make sure we protect her from people like this. She should do pretty decent damage since she's a blaster. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. I think I saw some more guys over here. Yep. Come with me. Oh boy, that curse? That's just an Aberrant Rector. So we gotta watch out for this guy, for these guys down there. Now let's pull back and hope FusionNet comes with me. Come with me, Fuge. Come on. Good girl. Watch the knockback. So she's energy, and energy does a lot of KB. So you gotta watch that. Just hoping he doesn't see me down there. Back up, back up, back up. Come on, FusionNet. Come around. Come around. There you go. Now you can do whatever you want to him. Yep, you can see she does a lot of knockback. Ouch. And I'm not turning on Practice Brawler yet, because I want to use it against that boss. Very nice. And we've gotten like 3 beads already. Alright, Practice Brawler comes on. And now normally I would just jump down, but because Fusionette's with me, I'm trying to get her to come follow me. Between the two of us, you should be able to kick this guy's butt. Yeah, she's doing pretty well, Fusionette. Okay, she finished him off for me. Alright, good deal. Clue found. Instead of fighting, perhaps we can help each other. So what does this guy say? I also need revenge. When you saw an Arachnos Arbiter, you were sure it would be the start of a deadly battle. Instead, Arbiter Sans offered to work with you to defeat Curse. Yes, to answer your question, I am an Arbiter. As such, my purpose is to act on the will of Lord Recluse, yet to stay above the petty bickering that so often consumes Arachnos. While I cannot tell you what I have been doing here, I can tell you that my squad was wiped out by the Lost Leader Curse. We were set up, I suspect, as a distraction for the Lost, but I need to know the full motivation. I also need my revenge. So instead of the normal battle we'd have, let's work together to defeat a mutual foe. Okay, so the fact that these guys are here and are Arachnos means that, you know, you can tell that this mission was made after City of Villains came out. Right? Because there were no Arachnos before City of Villains. So the question is, where is Curse? We're going to have to go around. Okay. So we just got to defeat Curse. And somebody's saying hello on the Iconic channel. I was going to say Ni Hao, which is Chinese for hello, but not really in character on that channel, so... we gotta go up. And we gotta go up. Where are we going here? We go. Sorry. We gotta come over and down. And there's probably gonna be an elevator here. Yep. And Curse will be on the next floor, presumably. So with these two guys helping me, either the battle's going to be really easy. Ah, there is Curse. Okay. Not good. He's red. I'm going to let them handle the minions. I'm going to go after Curse. Try to get his attention. The Fusionette should be okay with the minions, I think. Fusionette's doing really well, actually. Where'd he go? He ran away? He's not getting away from me. Oh, Fusionette got him. Alright, we got a clue, and the mission ended. We got some salvage. Clues. Nocturne will have the tape. Just before he activated his teleport beacon to escape, Arbiter Sans said something to you. That original spider is... that origami spider is Nocturne. Ugh. Let me start again. That origami spider is Nocturne's calling card. I suspect it is such. She's a Night Widow, an assassin very dangerous. Well, I cannot prove she tried to have me eliminated along with the rest of my squad, so the best I can do is a bit of turnabout. Nocturne will have the tape you're looking for, and she'll be leaving for her extraction point soon. If you want some answers, I'd recommend you try and stop her. And what is this? I seem to have dropped a map of the extraction point somewhere. It would be unfortunate if a hero were to succeed in stopping her, but the philosophy of Arachnos is survival of the fittest. You'll just have to find out how fit she is. So he's basically feels like she screwed him and he's screwing her back. And so now we can leave the mission. I actually really like Fusionette. She's cute. And I just love that she just dives in, tries to be a hero, and gets herself screwed up every time. It's very fun. Okay, so we're going to talk to Jim Templar. And he's going to say, Fusionette's okay. Maybe she'll listen to the doctor next time. Anyway, I have to thank you for that. And now Arachnos is mixed up in this? I didn't know this was going to be anything like this, Silver Phoenix. I just don't know what to do, but this Nocturne person has the only thing left that could tell me what happened to my father. And if Arachnos is interested, it's got to be stopped, right? You've done a lot to help me. Fusionette was my only friend for a long time. I'm glad that that isn't true anymore. Thanks. Alright, so I'm going to leave this here. We finished our story arc. I'm going to go sell at the store, and I'll be back with the next part of the story arc in the next episode. And I forgot to shut it off. I'll see you guys next